Okay. A very good morning to one and all present over here. I, Priyanka Goswami, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, welcome you all on behalf of GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management, Greater Noida, for the Day 2 Faculty Development Program on the topic Understanding and Implementing Outcome Based Education in Professional Education, sponsored by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University in association with State Project Implementation Unit, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Before moving further, I would like to make one announcement to all the participants. Like, if you have any queries during the session, kindly write down into the chat box. I'll get back to your queries at the end of this session. Thank you. Now, let me have a privilege to welcome and introduce our eminent resource person for Day 2 Faculty Development Program is Dr. Umakant P. Kulkarni, Professor and Head in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad, Karnataka. Sir has around more than 20 years of experience in academics. His area of interest includes distributed systems and application, pervasive and ubiquitous computing, software agents, and NBA or NEC accreditation based on outcome-based education framework. Sir has conducted several workshops on outcome-based education. Apart from that, he has published several papers and obtained copyrights in the specific area of stream processing and OBE framework related work. And presently, he's a coordinator for NBA at college level. Now, I requesting Dr. Kulkarni, sir, to preside over the program. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Madam, I'm audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. You'll be coordinating from your end for my audio and screen sharing, whatever I do.
Sure,
Right?
sir. Sure, sir.
Right. If you have any issues connecting to this one, you can talk to me over the phone also. And right now, I'm in Bangalore. I'm not in my institution. I'm in somebody's home. Through
Okay.
dongle, I'm getting connected to this. I'm on office work right now. Right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
First, thank you to SPIU, Uttar Pradesh, and the APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, and also GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management for this wonderful opportunity for sharing my experience with you people. Right? I got 30 plus years experience, okay, as a teacher, okay, now right now in outcome-based education, giving consultancy to different institutions free of cost, right? That's so I wanted the people, right? You can interact with me at any level, any questions that I'll be sharing with you. Okay, that will be
All
shared
right.
with you. Yeah, right. Without any hesitation, any kind of things. Right. So let me begin my presentation. Today's session is Bloom's taxonomy. Right. One of my focus in Bloom's taxonomy is how people blindly do the hugging with Bloom's taxonomy. How do people blindly understand this Bloom's taxonomy and miserably fail? Then another interesting thing which I would like to share with you, okay, my experience of driving NBA accreditation, a NAG accreditation in government of Goa, sponsored by Director Higher Education. Their interesting outcomes we have written as a part of the 3 days workshop. I would like to share with you all people our experience and all. Right? We believe in Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Okay, grow together. Right? That is an objective. So with this, okay, I'll begin. Right? This and also you people can note down this. I'll send some of these things to you. Right? We have a link. I'm a regular speaker, member of Indio Universal Collaboration for Engineering Education. Every third Thursday, right? We third Thursday of every month we do the free training to all the people, right? So if people can participate in that, I will share the link of that also to you later, right? I'm sorry, right? There's so today's topic is Bloom's taxonomy and design of learning outcomes. It is a well titled design of learning outcomes. We need to design, right? So how exactly we do that one? What are the different principles behind all the things? Okay, I would like to share with you, right? Now, what is that I'm going to cover right today to you all people? Of course, the topic is design of learning outcomes and all, but I need to take you to little bit of an outcome-based education, little bit, so that I can create a right context, okay, and then share it with you. And I'll take you the question answer, though the coordinator, okay, Priyanka, she told that one, right, question answer at the end, but you need not wait till end. Whenever the question comes in the mind, it can be put in a chat box, and Priyanka can stop me and okay, raise that question. I'll okay this. Priyanka, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, that's good. Thank you. Little bit, I would like to take you through the outcome-based education and get into the learning outcomes. And also, I'd like to mention not only Bloom's taxonomy, one of the very popular thing about IEEE ACM body of knowledge, what they speak about the outcomes, what they speak about writing outcomes. That also I would like to share with you, and I'm sure till 1 o'clock, right? I'll be make you okay. It is really worth sitting in the session. That much I'll assure to you, right? So let me get into some of the slides, right? Uh, just a minute. Uh, there is some connectivity issues, no issues about that. Okay, I will keep opening, okay, the okay slides, whatever I have kept it here, right? I'll open it and I'll share with you, right? So is it visible, madam? Is it visible, Priyanka?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
it is
right.
visible.
Yeah, please look into that. One of the interesting book that is available, okay, is Outcome-Based Education: Critical Issues and Answers by William Spade, who coined the term outcome-based education, and it's being followed everywhere, right? Everywhere it is being followed. He's the person who introduced the term outcome-based education, right? Published by American Association of School Administrators. Soft copy of the book is available in the internet. You can download and get into. And another interesting book is right about the published by Office of the Planning and Assessment, Texas Technical University. Okay, it is about writing and assessing the course level student learning outcome. These are Bhagavad Gita for us, for me, in fact, right? That's you can refer always these things, right? Then, okay, let me tell you about little bit of outcome-based education and get into my business. My business of okay outcome. I mean writing outcomes. See, these Western people, when you look into that, they talk about outcome-based education. Okay, when you look at their literature, it goes back at least 500 years. That's all. But when you look at the Indian culture, very rich in that, outcome-based education goes back to several thousand years, right? When Gurukula system, we were talking all about that. It's a perfect outcome-based education. Why do I say this? Okay, let me introduce for next 5 minutes, then get into the actual business. So when you talk about the outcome-based education, the training models, it is one of the training model, right? Where, right, the training model, it is a focusing on military, flight schools, sky schools, karate instruction, where, right, competence and performance is one focused one. You need to achieve that, you need to fulfill that, you need to reach that particular mark, then only they release black belt, they release so many other stages of and all the things. Until unless you demonstrate, right, demonstrate the required performance so that you can carry out your role effectively. Please remember, when you are writing, designing the course outcome, these are the three terms are important. The competence of a student. What exactly the competence you expect a student to demonstrate after completing your course? What the performance, right, does, and what role they perform, they carry out, okay, in their professional life after completing your course. Please remember your course. A course teacher need to focus on all these three things. So success of an outcome-based education mainly depends on a teacher understanding all these things. If a teacher doesn't understand all these things, no matter however good the students are there, and whatever the attainment tool you use, whatever the software you use, whatever the Excel sheet you prepare, they're of no use at all, right? So understanding competence, understanding performance, understanding okay what role student carry out okay effectively after completing your course, right, in their professional life. If you understand, teachers, I mean we all, right, then outcome based education is all right. Now everything is thus. So when we write a course outcome, right, I need to look into a learning outcomes. I need to look into what capabilities that student must acquire, right? If I do not fill, okay, or prepare the student, okay, or ensure the student to acquire those, okay, skills or the competency, then education has no meaning. That's why, right, I'll show you some of the slides here. Probably, I mean, I'm telling one of my school of thoughts, right? Please, okay, compare my school of thought, appreciate anything new, right? If at all you are following better procedures and all, right, you can make a question, you can put forth the question to me, right? I would like to answer to all these things. From 2010, I'm giving a consultancy to all people studying from Jammu Kashmir to Science and Technological University, okay, Cochin, right? I give my consultancies free of cost, right? So we prepare everything, right? But you people have to work. Now, why do I say that one, right? Teacher how to understand better. Okay, probably this, okay, you might have seen everywhere. This is one of the research outcome. When you look at this, the average learning retention rate will be high for a student if we migrate from simply making them to sit and listen our lectures in the classroom to reading, make them to read, show the video visual, audio, okay, audio visuals, demonstrate something, discussion, you invite them and make them to practice. Today people talk about the teaching learning, okay, process, right? Teaching learning methodology as, right, practice based learning, project based learning, design thinking. Please don't misunderstand that teaching methodologies are not blackboard teaching, PowerPoint presentation slides and all. No, right? Please understand that. Okay, practice-based learning, project-based learning, right? Then design thinking. These are all the prominent, okay, worldwide accepted, okay, teaching methodology. Are you, right? If you make student learn every class by doing something, by practicing something, it could be any course. It can be engineering, it can be management, it can be, okay, in fact, okay, my presentation, my preparation once in, okay, Galgotia, okay, University, right? Thus was on preparing paramedical students, okay, courses for writing outcomes and all, right? Please understand, it is a paramedical, it may be art, science, commerce, engineering, medical, management, whatever that is there. One and one mantra is learn by practice. That's all. If anything, any course, there is no practices, right? Then it is not a learning at all. It is not a course at all. This is the underlying one and only one principle of an outcome-based education, right? So, how do you script your course plan? How do you script your all the classes? It is not that the days are gone where I can go to the classroom and write something on the board and make a student to note down, right, and reproduce that in the examination, you award the marks. This has no meaning at all. That's why, with the permission of okay, Dr. D.K. Subramaniam sir, a retired professor from IIS Bangalore, with his permission, I'd like to say, okay, say that to this platform, right, the examination will vanish. The kind of examination that what we are, okay, looking, writing examination, closing the eyes, okay, cameras and all, 3 hours writing, they will vanish. Because when we join industry, right, people will not ask you, right, close your eyes and get a solution. People say that you refer anything and everything, but get me a solution. That's why one of the very old popular known thing to us, but totally misunderstood or not implemented properly, is open book test. Open book test is a one real thing. I give a problem, right, and you can refer anything and everything and give a solution, present it to me. That's all. That's all, right? When you share a solution with me, when you discuss, right, that's done, right? Why do we expect that learning should happen from me and in my classroom only? They can learn from their friends, they can learn from their peers, they can learn from the internet, they can learn from anything, right? That's why a self-learning is one of the most important attribute of any graduate, which is one of the program outcome, which, I mean, to prepare all these things, so we need to get into the bottom of this particular pyramid, right? So in that 2 minutes, I'll introduce and get into my main business. I'm just building a proper mohalla. I mean, hope I'm right. I'm using a proper Hindi word, right? Context, environment, ambience, right? Okay, how can we forget this great gentleman, this great personality, right? He said, knowledge can only be got in one way, the way of an experience. There is no other way to know it. Okay, that's what is outcome-based education. Are we giving an experience of everything that we talk to, okay, in a class to the students? Yes, if my course plan is scripted in this way, it means that I have done it, right? I have done all the things, right? Now, okay, I'd like to share these few slides before I get into my business, right? See here, right? Starting with a clear picture of what is important for the student to be able to do. This is the only focus of outcome-based education. Okay, I teach software engineering. After going through software engineering, what student can do? If they can do this, right, are you making them to do in your teaching learning process? You are done. Okay, you organize your curriculum, you organize your delivery through your teaching learning practices, innovations in teaching learning practices, and you do the assessment. Please remember, assessment term used by NBA, it means that different ways of collecting the data from the students, okay, so that you can award the grades and all. So my assessment tool could be, assessment tool will vary from, okay, outcome to outcome. Different outcome have different kind of an assessment tool. I'll give an example for all these things, right? So written examination is one of the assessment tool. Industrial visit is one of the assessment tool. Seminar presentation is one of the assessment tool. Quiz is one of the assessment tool. Project-based examination is one of the assessment tool, right? Then design thinking, okay, could be one of the assessment tool, right? So unfortunately in NBA, SAR filling, we write internal exam 1, internal exam 2, internal exam 3, right? Then semester end exam, they all belong to one type of assessment tool, written examinations. Within that written examination, we can have describe all these things, but they are not different type of assessment tool. They belong to one category, right? Category of assessment tool. So how do we design new assessment tool for different outcomes? I'll tell you. When you write an outcome, right, it is going to dictate your budget. It's going to dictate your teaching learning process. It's going to dictate the infrastructure. And so it's going to dictate a quality of your assignments, quality of question paper, quality of learning that happens. And finally, it will influence, right, placement. Today, people talk about there's a huge, placement is not proper, huge gap between industry and academia, right? How do we fill that? Okay, we can fill this if teachers understand the market trends, okay, the graduate attribute, what students they do when they join industry, and if they understand that, and if that can be translated into the outcome, right, that's done, right? But having an outcome alone doesn't help you. Accordingly, you need to design the, okay, your teaching learning activity in the classroom. Look here, right? What student should be able to do is a one aspect, outcomes, right? How to make a student to achieve those outcomes by teaching learning process, different assessment tool, right? Right? And this is a very important thing, right? Then how to measure what student has achieved, right? When a student has achieved that one, you need to measure everything. So when we write an outcome, they're observable, they're measurable, and it is student centric. These are the three properties the outcome based education has. So look at the flow. I have a vision, mission. I got program educational objectives. I got the students' learning outcomes. This is my focus. Okay, this student learning outcomes focuses on, okay, course planning, delivery, right? Then this delivery, this learning, this assessment, this measurement, right, will help me to, okay, understand, did I achieve that? Then a quality loop, it completes and you continue doing that. This is the framework of an outcome-based education. This is being published by NBA. You all people know, all teachers know about this. But what is my, okay, focus today? My focus is on course learning outcomes, right? So before I get into this, I will tell you some of the outcome-based education, right, philosophy for the next 2 minutes and get into my business. And again, I'll come back to this. So look at that. This is the education theory, OBE. What it says. Why I'm saying is that teacher must understand this, right? Every deans, every directors, every head of the institution must understand this. Every, right, statutory bodies of universities, if they can understand this, that's a great. Being an autonomous institution, if at all the university structure, we migrate it to autonomous body in our institution and do the same thing, that doesn't serve a purpose for the autonomous institution. Then how do we should be different? Right? Look, one of the fundamental principle is all students should emerge from the system as genuinely a successful learner. This is the focus of an outcome-based education. How do we do it? We cannot blame that students are slow learner. They fail, right? It is the responsibility of a teacher, it is the responsibility of the institution, it is the responsibility of the university to ensure that they are successful in their learning. That's how Gurukula used to ensure it. No, my class strength is huge, right? Unable to monitor. No, OBE expect that you need to monitor every individual student from learning perspective and ensure that they learn and they are successful, right? It is your, okay, how do you do it? Okay, I'll leave it to you. You cannot have a class strength of 100, 150, 80 and just get into. Have a smaller class strength, right? All student can learn and and succeed, but not on the same day and in the same way. Look, every student, they have a different pace of learning. If a student fail in IA1, internal exam 1, why do you say that he has failed? Can you not give one more opportunity? मौका तो देना पड़ता है, right? That's what is teacher is supposed to do. It is not the rigid framework, it is a flexible framework, but you have got a timeline constraint. If I one student don't do better, what you do is, okay, ensure, take strict actions in terms of learning and give one more test and let them learn and clear and keep moving. Making them a successful learner is a responsibility of the institution. It is not that you have failed exam 1, that's my work is done, my duty is over, okay, get out from this, okay, move to the next one. No, it cannot be, right? One of the great speaker of Karnataka, Gururaj Karjagi, he said that one, who is a teacher? Teachers should have three properties, right? First one, they love their profession, they love their course, whatever they handle. Second thing is that they allow their student at least as much as their children. Right? When you love your children, right? Okay, the attitude will be different. Right? Help the people, they remember you. Right? Help your colleague, they remember you. Right? Okay, who has seen the God? Who has seen the God? God is there in the form of the student and your friends. Okay, that's. Now look at that quickly. Successful learning promotes even more successful learning. Please remember this. If you brand somebody failure in first sem, right, second sem also likely that he's going to fail. How you ensure that? This is not that simply throw the marks and keep pushing them. No. Preparing them as a good learner. That's different. Right? Now, look at that. You need to write an outcome. Right? What you expect a student to do. When do you say that students are successful? When they learn. What to learn? Right? What is the benchmark that they have learned? That is nothing but a competency. And that is nothing but an outcome. They're called learning intents. They're called learning outcomes or simply course outcomes. Right? We will get into this topic quickly and the 2-3 points I'd like to highlight. Right? See, another important thing we will be talking about the Bloom's taxonomy, which is wrongly understood by majority of the people. Majority of the accredited institution also sometimes, but there are exceptions always. Whatever I've seen, I'm sharing with you. So this higher order thinking, there are two different school of thoughts. Embed this Bloom's taxonomy higher order thinking in learning outcome statement, whatever we do, and don't write specifically, it belongs to level 1, 2, 3 in your syllabus. This is one school of thought. The other school of thought is they embed, but yet they write this one. It is you follow whatever the best thing that you are doing all about. Right? I'll give an example for all these things. Wait for that. Right? Now look at that. Having defined a course outcome, having understood what is a course outcome, right? A course teacher, I'm telling, understanding course outcome by teacher I'm talking. Right? They need to define the style of teaching because every course outcome needs a different style of teaching. Remember, every course outcome needs different style of teaching. different style of assessment. If a teacher understand this, right, and that is evidence seen in a course plan. Course plan is not simply splitting a syllabus into day one, day two, day three. Sorry, no. Right? Wait, I'm going to show an example for all these things. Then the very last and important thing is two things are this, right? Do you have a flexibility? Can you alter? Right? I don't want to conduct a written examination for internal exam one. Okay, it will be based on the programming assignment and evaluation based on the presentation. Do I have a flexibility? A teachers are given, institution has given a flexibility to every teacher, or the university has given this flexibility to every institution. Therefore, it reaches teachers. Therefore, students learn better. Thus, alterable and flexible means of accomplishing defined learning ends, if that is not been given to institution or the teachers, right, it is not called OBE at all. Right? Why? I'll tell you. Wait, all these things I'm going to answer. I'm just building an ambience. Mohalla, I'm creating a mohalla for you all people. Context, hope I'm right, correctly using the Hindi word. Right? Priyanka, am I right? I'm using the right Hindi word, am no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Right? This. Right. Now look at that. Do the teacher explore better ways of designing and delivering instructions which suits for the outcome written, right, and which also suits differences in student learning rates and style, right? Are you understanding your own students? The thing is, many teachers, they say that when given a workload, how can we do it? Yeah, that's another point which we need to look into. One of the OB failure is a workload. I cannot give a teacher, say, take 2 theory, 4 labs and do it. If I give 4 assignment each and 150 student, if a class strength is difficult to evaluate. So I compromise my outcome-based education. Another important thing head of the institution should look into, in fact, university also should look into, right? So RV, the point number J, it's called pencil grading, right? Do you have a flexibility in your institution, autonomous institution or the DMD university where you do the pencil grading, matlab means, right? Students can truly catch up. If I fail, I improve and my failure is not history. It is not known to anybody, right? And I can erase my records of the earlier mistake, right? But unfortunately, in many universities, many autonomous institution, people give multiple grade cards. Multiple grade cards. Sorry, right? Why do you tell the outside people that this my student has failed multiple times? These many, instead of having 8 grade cards per semester, he has got 16 grade cards. Why do you tell? When they clear the exam, it means that they have got the capability. Earlier mistake, ask them to erase it. You also erase it. Why don't we do that? This is another fundamental principle of an outcome-based education. You can see the Williams Payday book and all, right? Right. This is one multiple grade cards issuing. The other thing is, right, people will reduce the grade also. If I fail and clear in the next exam, if I get a S grade, okay, I'll get a reduced grade of A, 1 grade reduced. Like this, there are different punishment in different universities. Unfortunately, bad practices. Under the framework of OB, I'm sorry. Right? There are different reasons for doing it and all. I respect all the things, right? But when I look at the OB framework, I say wrong things. Wrong and right, they are not absolute things, right? So this is the OBE principles and fundamental things, right? So now I'll get into my business of driving this. I told you about the outcome-based education. I introduced to you in short, right? Now I'll get into, right, the design of learning outcomes. Then I'll get into other things. Bloom's taxonomy and IEEE SCM body of knowledge are integrated into this. I'll take into my business, right? See here. Yeah. This is another set of the slides I'm sharing with you. right? I told you that these are the books which I was referring to and all. Even now, nice book. Once you read these first three, you need not have to refer any book on the earth. Any book on the earth. Right. So let me take you to the writing course outcome. Right. Okay, we are into the business of understanding Bloom's taxonomy and how to write course outcomes. So when I talk about the outcomes, right, they're called learning results, right? Does and many times we say that learning results are nothing but the effect we produce. What do you mean by effects? They're called learning effects also. Probably in your, we all people know the theaters and all, we say sound effects and all, right? Similarly, this is the learning effects. We say sometimes effective teacher. We say today it was very effective class. What do you mean by effective teacher, effective class, effects and all? Okay, effective meaning is having a power to produce required effect. What is the required effect? Required effects are nothing but, right, stated outcomes. And these stated outcomes will lead to industry readiness. In that way, outcomes are more important. Outcomes are simply write something and teach whatever that you want to do and set question paper and show some attainment. No, not at all. I'll give an example for all these things. Wait. So this is there nothing but what student can actually do. There is nothing other than that. They're all tangible. You can see it. My student can design a database for given requirements of any company, any small scale industry. If I say that my teaching learning, I need to ensure this and I have to show papers, evidences. Accreditation is by evidences. That's all. You have to show evidence for anything and everything. And don't feel a burden of creating evidences, right? People say, oh, it is a huge burden, documentation and all. Sorry. When you eat, you have to wash your hands. It is an integral part of, right? Similarly, when you teach something, course plan is yours, syllabus is yours, question paper is yours, scheme of evaluation is yours. How many people have learned, how many not done, that report is also yours. And that makes teaching complete. Got it? Question paper, assignments, what are the best assignments? What are the moderate assignments? What are the poor assignments? Right? All samples, project, code project. You have to maintain documents, keep everything. Right? That's right. Okay, now we are into an outcome. Right? I told you that one, they are nothing but actual doing by the students. Right? Now, they must be defined according to some actions. Right? Doing is always action, and when you say action, I don't advocate refer Bloom's taxonomy and do, right? You are all engineers, you're all you are in your own profession. Every profession has certain, right, important technical terms being used. For example, design, prepare, build, create, compare, right, analyze, study, right, right, critically compare. All these are extract of your own domain. So you need not how to look into the Bloom's taxonomy really and blindly copy it. I will tell you about what is the blind copying and all. But you must read Bloom's taxonomy, adhere to that. Right? Let me take you. When you write an outcome, it has three important characteristics. They're observable, they're measurable, they're all student-centric. These three important properties. Observable, measurable, and student-centric. How can we do that? Right? That's right. So now look into, I will take you into, right, outcomes. Course outcomes. What students are expected to know and able to do at the end of each course. Each course. This is what NB has defined. Here there are two parts. One is expected to know is one part and able to do is another part. So both theory and practical things are mixed properly here. But do not focus on expected to know. That small combination will be there. Are you getting this? Right. So now let's look into, there are two school of thoughts. Incorporates a word that reflect, okay, critical or higher order thinking in learning outcome itself. This is a school of thought, right? Are you getting this? Right? So we, okay, integrate there only. We do not write separately all these things. Right? I'll share with you in examples. Now let's get into Bloom's taxonomy and how blindly. First, get into different levels quickly. Each one of us already we know. Right? I will not spend much time on that, but I'll spend okay, time on examples. But for the sake of formality, I need to tell about all these things. Right? Now let's look into that. Okay, remember, this is the lowest possible things. What is that you are doing? Recalling. But recalling something, will it help? Right? How do you prepare aloo parota? How do you prepare south side idli? Okay, aloo parota, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this. Are you are going to be, okay, chef, okay, in, okay, hotel, right? Then how can you only explain about that? Okay, simply by explaining the thing doesn't work. Okay, do you know how to prepare aloo paratha? Okay, go to kitchen room, prepare it. Show me the aloo paratha. Let me check the quality of that. That's my assessment tool, right? So remembering, I'll give a simple example where everyone can understand. What's your name? My name is Umakant. I belong to South. I recalled my name, that's all. But by simply saying my name is Umakant, will it serve a purpose? Look at that critical thinking level lowest. My next level is, my next question paper is, okay, can you name 5 equivalent name to your name? What are the 5 equivalent name of, okay, Umakant? Or do you know the meaning of Umakant? Right? Okay, the Umakant refers to Uma is Parvati, Kant is husband in Sanskrit. Umakant refers to Lord Shiva. So I can explain this. That means I understand this. I grasp the meaning of that. What's the meaning of your name? Next level of question. First level, okay, remember is what is your name? If I ask question, I'm not preparing an engineer. I'm not preparing a professional. If I ask what is the meaning of your name, I'm making a people to understand it. The name meaning of the Umakant is Lord Shiva, right? Then the third thing is, right, it is about applying the things. Okay, now look at that, right? So can you prove that? Okay, can you prove that? Okay, Lord Shiva is same as Lord Vishnu? Lord Shiva is same as Lord Vishnu. That means you are applying your knowledge, okay, at, okay, for a given problem, and this is a critical thinking level is very high, right? Uh, just 1 minute. I'm sorry. Just 1 minute. Sir, change ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು. ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಜನರೇಟ್ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ, change ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. Change ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. Okay, application of knowledge, right? This. Then this application of knowledge has a multiple depth, right? One of the depth of this level 3 is level 4, right? Analyze. So what is that analyze you do? I give an example for all these things. Wait. Ability to break the given information into smaller parts, then you examine and you make certain conclusion, or the why this, what is the cause for this, what is the effect of, okay, what is the effect, what are the cause and what are the effect, interpreting motives, making certain inferences and all out of that. This particular procedure, if it is being applied, we call it as an analyze. I give a design to design which design is more applicable here, or I give a design that will it work, right? Will it work? I need to analyze. I need to analyze all these things. So analyzing involves breaking into smaller part. It could be information, it could be system, it could be design, it could be architecture, whatever it is there. Okay, and take the small part of the whole system, right, and find out why it is so, why it is behaving like that. Maybe you identify certain flaws in that, fault in that, bug in that, right? This. You analyze a given program. How does it work? What is the output of this given C program? You analyze that. You take into smaller part. You reading input, you take that. After reading, you compute this. Right? You get into displaying part of that. Computation, you break into smaller thing, see the internal variables, state and all. Then finally, you work on that. Right? That's how it gets into. Now look at now I'm telling how this apply goes deeper. It is not that, the 1 plus 1 equal to 2. I know it. What I do is when I go to the market, I get 10 rupees plus 20 rupees equal to 30 rupees. The learning is different. Learning is different, right? But given a problem, I use this my knowledge. Maybe addition, multiplication, division, integration, differentiation, all mathematics, matrices, this, that. I take an engineering problem, simple. I go to the playground and measure the area of the playground. What is that I do? I apply. I apply previously learned different theorems and all. Simply writing a Pythagoras theorem for 2 pages and getting 10 out of 10 and getting a grade doesn't help. It is knowing part. Right? If I can apply, make a student go to the ground and measure the area of the playground and ask them to come back and give a presentation, right? Which known theorem you are used, rather than asking them to prove the theorem on a paper. That is also required. It's a combination of that, lower critical thinking and higher critical thinking. You have to mix up in such a way that the blend of all these things will make a student be ready for the industry. Wait, I use the term blind hugging. I'm giving an example. Wait for that. The depth of this apply goes into analyze, goes into evaluate. Right? I've been given a value. Is this right? Should I stop my iteration here? Okay, probably you have seen one of the video of Abdul Kalam when a particular satellite is to be launched, which was a failure. You can see the video available of Abdul Kalam, right? Okay, when countdown 3, 2, 1, and the system shown error, right? Then he took a decision, saying that one, yes, I will not stop, let it fly. It went into the Bay of Bengal, right? And next, within 8 months, they have designed and there will be more successful one, right? So you need to judge, should I stop here or not? Is it the correct value or should still I further proceed, right? Judge the value of the information is called evaluability, or I'll give it to design. Which design you go for that? Which design you go for that? You need to judge. Judging higher critical thinking level includes lower one, but lower doesn't include the higher one. Got it? But right, apply the type of application, it will take you into the depth of evaluate includes remember, evaluate includes understand, right? Evaluate includes apply. Got it? But remember does not include evaluate. Right? In that way I was telling. But look at that. According to me, there are only 3 levels of critical thinking. Even IEEE and ACM will go for only 3 levels. I'll show you, right? But this apply, depth of apply is different. The way you apply is different, right? The attitude of applying in a given context, that will be different. The depth I'm talking is a level 4 analyze, where you break the information into smaller parts and examine the information, right? And arrive at certain conclusion. Conclusion could be anything, right? The cause for this, right? Motive is behind that, making inference, certain inference and all. This further with small flavor variation, you would get into judging the value of the information, right? Personal or experience and all, right? Evaluate. Then last one where people have misunderstood this is create. See, in a question paper, whenever I use the term create, doesn't mean that it is at the level 6. Right? I hope that few computer science engineering faculty members are also part of this. I hope so. Priyanka madam, am I right? Is it only for the management or all engineering faculty members are also there?
Sir, it is applicable on everyone.
Oh, that's good, madam. Right. Okay. One of the wrong thing what computer science people, they do it in their database management course, is that design the database in third normal form for maybe library or whatever it is, right? Or create the database. They use a term create also, right? When they use a create, they think that it is at level 6, not necessarily. And when I use a describe, probably when I describe, probably I'm at the level 2. Am I right? Those who already have gone through the Bloom's taxonomy. Priyanka madam, okay, people might have got the few exposure on Bloom's taxonomy before. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When I put a question in question paper, explain something. They say that when explain is at the level 2. Am I right?
It's level 2. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but not necessarily. This is I call as blind hugging. I'm giving example. Wait for that. I'm giving example.
Okay, sir.
Right? When I use the term explain, it is not that it's level 2. What you are going to explain will decide at what level you are. Okay. My question may be explain the research experimentation setup and the inference drawn from the experimentation. You are explaining the English term. What you are explaining? A research outcome. Right?
Yes, sir.
So it is at the higher levels. Got it? And the another contradictory, I mean, another opposite kind of thing is I use a create a database. Okay, create a database is not at level 6, it's at level 3.
3.
Right? Why I'll tell you. Right? Look at that. Create, expect that. Right? Ability to creatively or uniquely apply prior knowledge and or skills to produce new and original thoughts. It's the new and original thought or new and original ideas or the new and original process, right? It is a thought, ideas, process, whatever it is. When I say new and original, it can be patentable. Am I right? It is a copyrightable. It is an IPR. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. It is at the research level, right? Right. So anything which is a new is always that doesn't exist before. Original means never exists before, right? It could be improvement on existing things, right? Until unless you drive at this, right? Some people argue here, database for library for okay the GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management. For them, library database was not there earlier, so I created it, right? That is not the new we are talking here. Are you getting? Right? The way the procedure of creating a database there could be third normal form, could be fourth normal form, could be fifth normal form, right? Could be Boise code normal form, whatever it is. These are the existing ways of creating database. If those things are there, you use it, create it, and you cannot argue that, okay, I'm creating database for a library of GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management. So they are new and original. So it is level 6. Sorry, no, no, and no. It is application level 3 only. Are you clear? Priyanka, madam, right?
Yes, sir. Level 3 is something where we create something original, right?
Level 6 we create original, new
Okay.
idea. Level 3 is again not necessarily new thing, right?
Okay.
For
Okay.
example, right? Okay. For example, right? Okay. Okay. For example, I'll tell you, right? Area of a playground. Area of a playground. Procedures are playground, okay, the theorems, whatever that is there, you applied, you okay, measure the area of your playground and you came and said that it is 100 square feet, 100 square meter, sorry, 1000 square meters. You said it, right? So
Yes.
is it at level 3 or is it at level 6? Is at level 3.
3. It's level 3.
None of the things are new here.
Yes.
None of the things are new here.
Okay. Okay.
Understood.
Yes.
So this is the blind hugging I call.
Okay.
Okay, this is a blind hugging we call, right? I give an example, though I said orally describing it on the screen, I'll show it. Okay, wait for that. Okay, you will have it. So creating is new and original. And new and original is always not existing. right? It is at the research level, innovation level, which leads to copyright and IPR, okay, patents, IPR and all. It is at the research level,
Right, sir.
right? Okay, now I'll, okay, take you to the procedures, examples, writing course outcomes, right? All the things one by one, right? Madam, what's time now?
So, it's 11:50.
Just 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Just 1 minute. Meena, mobile नहीं होगा. Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry for the disturbance.
No problem, sir.
Right, right. I'm in somebody's house also. Right? I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Now look at the, I'm talking about the methodology of writing course outcome. Right now, I need to use a Bloom's taxonomy. All right. Right. But at this stage, I'll take you to the another example. Right. There is a IEEE and ACM body of knowledge. There's a worldwide it's being used. You people also can follow that. Right. I give an example. Please wait. And afterwards, coordinator madam can talk to me leisurely. I'll send all the things to you people. Right? Now look at that guidance on learning outcomes. When we write a learning outcomes here, they define 3 levels. One is familiarity, other one is usage, third one is assessment. These nomenclatures are different. Familiarity, when I say, right, what do you know about something? What do you know about Gwalior? That's all. Simple. That's end of that. Right? Second one is, okay, our simple example, what do you know about the different types of the loops available in C language? Then usage. What do you know how to do? What do you know how to do? What do you know how to use loops for given problems? Assessment, right, is why would you do that? You are reasoning, right? Given a situation, you went for loop in C programming language. Why did you go for loop? Can you give a reasons? Right? When you can give a reason for everything that you do, you are at the higher level of mastery as per the IEEE and ACM. Are you getting it? Right? This is a computer science people, electronics, electrical, all IT branches, they can use directly. Right? This other people also can use it. Right? I'll show you the syllabus, my syllabus at the end of this my session. Right? Yes. Madam, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking in between, just checking that my connectivity is all right.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Right, okay, right. And I have a mobile with me also. Okay, you can call me if anything failures and unable to speak here.
Sure,
okay?
sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, now I am back again. I will, show you, take you to the same slide again and get into this, right, learning outcomes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Right. Yeah. Right. Now look into having learned Bloom's taxonomy, having learned 3 mastery levels of IEEE and ACM, right? How to write my course outcome, right? The procedure stated by School of Planning, right? Texas Technical University, which are available in the material, whatever I referred, right? It is like this. If any spelling mistake is there, it is as it is taken, right? Look at that. How do I write a course outcome, right? Tomorrow, if somebody gives me what I can say, a task of writing a course outcome for accountancy or international business, how do I do? Right? Simple thing, right? Determine the purpose of teaching that course. Why do you teach that? I teach this because this is required in the market. These are the different domain where people they use this, right? So I teach. Good. Right? Right. Then second thing is at what level you teach. Is it at UG level or PG level? And what is the unique contribution it does for students' learning experience. Right? Okay, if not, then things are different. Then you make a list of what you expect student to know. Something theory, something fact, something models, all theoretical thing. And you list all the major thing what you expect student to able to do, skills, abilities, procedures and all. Then that listing you try to narrow down that. How many I can narrow down? Right? NBA says, National Board of Accreditation says that it is around 6. Right? Texas Technical University, their decades of experience, they said that 5 to 10. Right? So in my institution, right, we go for 5 to 10. Even the Excel sheet, whatever we have designed, that will cater for 5 to 10. If anybody is interested in Excel sheet, you can talk to me. We will share to you all. You can use it. It is okay. You can use it for any question paper pattern. Right? We go for 5 to 10. And remember, every course can have a different number of course outcome. Not necessarily that, okay, there are institutions I have seen where okay, dean academic will give instruction. All courses must have only 5 outcomes. No, this is one of the wrong practice. It all depends on the nature of the course outcome, nature of the course. It all depends on the people, expert, the way they write outcomes. Depending on that, it gets into, right? Please. Okay, is it okay? Priyanka, madam?
Yes, sir.
That's good. I'm checking, right? That's all.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. And I told you that, okay, probably many of you don't know Marathi, right? Maybe some of you, I don't know, but I'll tell you in Marathi and I'll translate that into either Hindi or English, right? Aikave janache karave manache. Okay, okay, different people, they tell different thing, no, you listen. And you come out with your own thing and you follow what you have understood it. Right? There are 2 different school of thoughts already I told you while writing course outcome. One is, this is what Texas University has said. Many faculty members choose to incorporate the words that reflect critical or higher order thinking, Bloom's taxonomy terms, into their learning outcome statement itself. They did not write separately the levels in front of that in a syllabus. But some people write it. These are the 2 different school of thoughts. Whichever you wanted, use it. Right? Sometimes what happens, some auditor will come. No, why did you not write Bloom's level here in the syllabus? You should write it. Say that, sir, we have integrated following this particular principle. Next time we will do it. Sometimes you indicate that one. People come and laugh at that and say, right, why did you write it? It is unnecessary. It is already there here. Yes, sir, next time we'll remove it. Okay, because you are at the receiving end. Right? You cannot do the debate there because they're the auditors. They represent a statutory body like NBA, NAC, represent like a university, like represent like a third party auditor appointed by your own institution. Right? But the auditors who are go, they should understand that these are all the knowledge available. My knowledge is only correct, rest all the knowledge is wrong. That's incorrect. Please remember this. Right. I'm giving few examples now, but at the same time, I'm cautioning you people. Right? I'm giving different style, different domain, different listing pattern. All are different. But you do whatever you wanted to do. And finally, I'll tell you, after going through all these things, what I have done in my institution. Whatever the institution where consultancy I give it, in that, what I have done, I'll share with you. Right? So caution is, each institution must customize to their requirement and finalize the format, use informally in their institution, right? Across the different department, and go at appropriate depth of required critical thinking. The same course may be driven at different critical thinking level. Right? Priyanka madam, can you tell me, name the course which you are handling currently?
Sir, MBA.
In that, madam, MBA or the computer science engineering, they are the program as per NBA. Within that subject, whatever we teach, we call as a course, right? Okay, yes. Tell me which course you are handling right now.
Sir, MBA, Masters of...
No, that is called program.
Yes, sir.
according to NBA. In that, is it a business, HR,
Okay.
okay, international business,
Yes,
accountancy,
sir.
which
Yes.
course?
Management concepts and application.
Management concepts and application is a course,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, course. It is one of the subject. Course is nothing but subject.
Okay.
Collection of course makes a semester. Collection of semester makes a program. Master of Business Administration is a program.
Okay.
Program is accredited by NBA, right?
Okay.
Right. Okay, now look at that. This, your course, whatever you teach, right? Something management application, you said it can be taught to, okay, fifth standard student also, it can be taught at the research level also,
Yes, sir.
right? And who decides that? It is the outcome you write that will decide the critical thinking level, whether, okay, it is, okay, at the top or it is at the bottom. Okay, I can teach any course at lower critical thinking level. I can teach at a higher critical thinking level also. The brand of the institution, right, and industry readiness, your placement, okay, depends on the level at which you all individual teachers drive course outcomes. Got it? Right. And it will not happen overnight. Okay, probably after following that one, maybe 4 5 years and all, truly, right, it may start producing a result. That's a brand of the institution, right? Now I will give different example, all a different format. Now look at the as old as 2009 example given by NBA itself on page number 19 of their one of the document. Look, I'll read. Use engineering science principles to develop algebraic relationship among the key physical parameters and variables based on analysis of specified system. Best outcome. Now look at the second one. Okay, many of the trainers, right, or the during faculty development, people might have said that don't use the term understanding while writing course outcome. True, because understanding is not what the student can demonstrate. The English term. I told you, it's observable. Understanding is not observable. Explaining is observable. Where is it explained? Do you have a video? Do you have a written scripts and all? So everything is an observable. Understand is not an observable things. So you should not use. But many times people use, right? Along with that, immediately an action word. In that case, okay. Look at this. Understand and apply. Apply is important. Newton's laws to the problem systems consisting of rigid bodies in equilibrium and particles in motion. Very fantastic. Use references that provide tabulated physical data. Write simple programs to study the effect of system parameters. These are the capability of a student when they complete my course. So ensure this so that students are industry ready. But are they sufficient here? A teacher has to answer. Who writes a course outcome? Teachers? No. Right? A committee in the department. Right? They do it, freeze it, and department notify that. Program notify that. Once the program notify, the program has published that. Department, I mean. Right? Course outcomes are not to be written by any individuals, but group of people, experts, debate on that. Then once the department notify, a department owns that course outcome. Right? Assume that my name is Umakant, my friend is Suresh, we are there in your institution. We two together, we write a course outcome for accountancy and release it. Then later, right, I cannot say that I have written. Somebody said that some people have written, I don't know anything about that. No. Right? Madam, I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So, okay, the internal activity, deliberation on this, right, and getting verified by the third party, all your course outcome are the first important thing you should do in your institution, though you are autonomous or though you are affiliated to university. Both people have to do the same kind of job. Got it? Yes. I'll give different examples. Now look at that. I'm giving different example. In Calcutta University, I audited paramedical courses. Look at this. On music, the way it is being written, you can see that when they are all different in different things. But in your institution, right, it should be common across the different department. I'm showing primitive, and I'll show the best later. After completing this course, student will be able to identify, list, describe, recognize, discriminate, and explain. These are the capability required after completing Western music. That's all. Is it complete? Expert has to tell. Will it prepare my student for industry readiness? Expert have to tell. Auditor have to tell. Right? Highlight all these things. I'll give an example. Wait. Okay, I'll skip the CO to PO mapping because that's not my topic today, right? Yes. Now look at this. We did it for abnormal psychology. Upon completion of this course, student will be able to look, explain the criteria for recognizing abnormal behavior. Okay. Writing outcome has two parts. One is what you expect student to know and then do. This is knowing part. Doing part, look at that. Second one, identify the abnormal behavior using standard theory, procedures, and practices. How do you identify abnormal behavior? How do I identify? You cannot have a written type of question paper at all for this. You have to take them to the laboratory. There has to be patient and let them go through and they will award the marks there. I think probably interns in medical, they do all the things. You understood now why, sometimes when we go to the hospital, intern will evaluate and the examinations will be going on. Am I right, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, that outcome will dictate the type of an assessment tool that you are going to design. But the MBA people are very good in that. I love and like it. So you give a case study of particular patient, 2-3 page case study, and ask them what is an abnormal behavior. I can conduct a test in this way also. Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So either describe the behavior 2-3 page in a question paper and ask them the abnormal, identifying that, or take them to the hospital, take the patient and let them do it. The second one is very important. Take the patient and then ask them to do it. I was saying that the kind of an outcome you write, that will dictate assessment tool. And this is the doing level. Conduct psychological assessment and classify. Again, you have to go to hospital. Analyze symptoms, go to hospital. Or on a paper with descriptive kind of things. Use appropriate psychotherapy in prevention, treatment of psychological disorder. How can you have a written type of test here? Priyanka madam, how can you have a written type of test here?
Sir, it's descriptive.
No, use appropriate psychotherapy, right? That means the patient will be there, you have to apply. You have to apply. So outcome will dictate your budget, your laboratory setup, your infrastructure, your questions in the question paper, and teaching methodology, and also right question paper type. Why do you people, we all people, expect that examination is always question paper, written type, 3 hours, I can sit somewhere without looking here and there, write it, then pass the exam? Why? Such a kind of examination will vanish soon. Are you getting this? Right? Why? Let the student do the project and evaluate the project and give a grade and send them wherever possible. Understood? Priyanka madam, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, this is one of the best example which you can look into that tells how it will affect your teaching, learning, and assessment tool outcomes. I'll read it from the bottom. This we have written in Goa. Right? 3 days workshop we did it. Right? Around hundreds teachers participated as a part of NAC preparation. Right, 3 days writing outcome only, nothing other than that. Right, every group, every college, they did it. They gave a presentation and we freezed it and prepared a manual out of that. Right, look at that. Sixth one, create own composition in music. How can you have a theory exam for this? Right? How can we have a theory exam? Create own composition in music, let them prepare it, and that music composition, let them video record it and give it to the teacher, either teacher evaluate or send it to Sonu Nigam, depending on your budget. The budget who evaluate, right, that will decide, right, the brand of your institution. That will decide, okay, the student acceptability in industry. You can say that one, okay, in my course, right, Sonu Nigam is one of the external examiner. Fine. People look, okay, in a different way. You can advertise. Your input, your admission depends on the brand of the institution. The brand of institution depends on ambience, culture, infrastructure, okay, different visiting professors, okay, placement and all. It will influence everything if truly understood. Look at the fourth one. Look at the third one, right? I wrote prepare critics on musical concert. But domain-specific people, they said that when prepare critics is not a correct thing. They said critically appreciate. This is domain-specific statements. So when you're writing course outcome, right, there are many domain-specific things are there. You use only those terms, not the one based on the English dictionary or not based on your common sense. Are you clear about that? But in our manual released by the Director Higher Education, it went like this only as an example. Right? Prepare critics on musical concert. What type of question paper? Right? Show the musical concert either a video or take them to the one musical concert and come back, let them submit a report and give a presentation. And teacher will evaluate that. Now look at that fourth one, perform in musical concert. Right? You cannot have a theory question paper for this. So when people go through all these things, when Sonu Nigam comes and evaluate that, when you are all updated, okay, recent instruments in your laboratory for music, then is it not that yours is a premier institution? Will it not affect your placement? Will it not affect your admissions and all? My request to all the people, particularly university, when you do the local inspection, focus on this. My request to head of the institution, like a principal, directors and all, right? Please focus on investment of this. My request to all the teacher, heads of department, right? Focus on students' true learning. Okay, so when a placement is good, naturally admissions will be good. Right? I request all the heads of department and heads of institution, principals, director, focus on, okay, faculty development program. More faculty member competent, more number and more competent, right? They can influence student better. Placement will be better. Your admissions will be better. Right? Do not compromise anything in faculty development program. Do not compromise in investing in infrastructure if you want to improve, right, the admissions. Right? Now COVID-19, now, okay, probably there are a lot of admission issues in majority of the engineering colleges. Hope so. Right? Why some institution will not have any problem? Go to the PU2 school, okay, PU2 11th, 12th standards students, make a survey. If you get the top 10 ranking in, okay, CET, right, which college you prefer and why do you prefer? Why do you prefer? Okay, if those things are not there in your institution, please do that change. That's all. That's all. People wanted the branding. People wanted admission to be good, but they have to invest. But they don't invest. Without investment, they wanted it. Please look into that. Academic investment, what you can do as a teacher is course outcome. Teaching better in the college. right? Spending time with the students, evaluating seriously. Please do that. Management will get convinced, right? Naturally, they start investing on that, right? So we have to prove to the management that, look, we are doing. I'm telling you what is we are supposed to do. Still, I've not given an example for question papers. Wait. What are the wrong ways of doing it? What are the better ways of doing it? Right? Now look at the course outcome number 3, 2, 1 and all. They are all theoretical. 2, 1 and 1, not third one. Third one is a combination of that. Explain the underlying principles and analyze. When I look at analyze, explaining is by default get merged into that. Sometimes people feel that this way of writing is better. If I'm the person, I would have removed the explain the underlying principles. It is by default assumed. Directly go analyze the different styles of singing, playing, and gharanas. Analyze. Analyze includes explaining. But explain need not include analyze. Right? So your outcome statements should focus on higher level of thinking if at all you want to have a very good brand tag on your shoulder. Right? In this case, I'll say that one minute. In this case, I'll mark it. 1 minute, I'll mark it. 1 minute, I'll mark it. Just a minute. I use a pen. Right? Okay. Is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Right. I don't prefer writing this. Directly start with analyze, perform, right? Prepare, create, right? Create own composition in music. Every composition is a copyrightable level. Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Every composition is a unique by itself.
Yes, sir.
You can you can copyright it. What to copyright, what to patent and all, you people know much better than me. That is not the topic today, right? Right? Whereas, right, describe historical journey of music and identify changes in the form of composition and signing styles. Explain theoretical thing stuff. Are you clear about this? Madam, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
One minute, something has happened. Something has happened. Madam, it is visible now? Is it
Yes,
visible?
sir. Your screen is visible.
Because I'm using a dongle, and in somebody's room in Bangalore, not in my infrastructure, somebody's infrastructure.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, thank God that everything is going fine. I was worried much yesterday night. I did not sleep because how things will go because I'm in somebody's house. So
So it's perfectly going well.
yeah. Thank you. Thank God. Right, this. Right. Now look at that. So while writing an outcome, what is that I wanted my student to be? That I need to focus. The responsibility of a teacher. Right? Yes. I'll give different examples also. We wrote on medical microbiology also. Yeah, economics. I think you people can appreciate this. Am I right, madam? You people can appreciate. Priyanka, madam?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now look at this. Upon the completion of the course, student will be able to, 1, identify and differentiate the various market structure. Describe the functioning of each market structure. Estimate the price of the product for the given market structure. Design and develop appropriate wage structure for the given firm. Compute the cost and revenue of a firm. Evaluate the merits of various market structure. My question to you people that is it complete from economics course perspective at the international level? If not, you are supposed to deliberate on this and update this. Is it at doing level or is it at theoretical level? Right? What kind of combination that you can have, debate on that, but highlight the key important terms. Right? Priyanka madam, is it making something useful to you people?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
And my question paper, consider, okay, CO number 3. Estimate the price of the product for the given market structure. My question paper, invariably, market structure, product description will be there. And 2-page, 3-page description. That's all. Madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And I need to estimate the price. Justify, how did I do that? And my question paper, the moment I write a course outcome, my question paper is leaked. Why you want to hide a question paper? Question paper display on the notice board at least 1 month in advance. Look at that, my question paper. My question paper, same course outcome. Estimate the price of the product for given market structure description or the market structure description given below. That is hidden. Question will be same. Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Which market structure I am giving, that is confidential, but question is known. 20 marks, question number 5, you are estimating the price of the product, this you tell your student. But which market structure? That is confidential. And that is unknown. Unknown preferably to the teacher also, unknown to the student also. And that will make my student industry ready, not whatever that is given in the book. Or explain the different procedure of estimating the price of a product. People nicely write a theoretical thing. Some formula, some explanation and all, get 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20, S grade. But when they go and sit, the kind of industry coming to you, your college for a placement will decide, who are you? Your CET admission ranking of the student will decide, who are you? Right? But am I right? Putting right statement, making right statement?
Yes, sir.
Is it not, should it not be our vision? My institution vision, okay, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad, Karnataka, right, is, okay, to prepare, okay, a competent professionals with human values. What is competent? How strong we are there? What is my industry recruitment? What is the highest package, right? What is the highest package you have it, okay, in your institution this year? Madam, will it not also decide, will it not also, not necessarily all time, decide the brand of the institution, madam? Madam?
Yes, sir.
The highest package, will it not decide the brand of the institution?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look at that particular company when they go to IIT and IIM, right? Salary offer is different. When they go to tier 2 institution, offer is different. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why? Because students are different. In what way they are different? In terms of their capabilities. Why their capabilities are different? It is an outcome, it is a teaching learning process, it is an activity based learning, it is a project based learning, it is a kind of an exposure that you are given, all that are different. Madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So should we not agree today that my outcome will dictate all these things? My outcome, outcome statement written here, will it not dictate all these things, madam?
Yes, sir.
The outcome statement, what we write, will dictate the entire quality of an education of the institution. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That's a great. And that is today, all of us will have one resolution that being a teacher, I help my management, I help my head of the institution, I help my deans and directors and HODs, and I help my student. That one, I'll be a good teacher. I write good course outcome, and my teaching learning outcomes will be refined to the best possible things. We all will resolve today. Now look at the other examples. Yeah, this is applicable to all of us. Research methodology. Look, at the end of the course, student will be able to formulate the research problem by conducting literature survey. What is that I am going to teach here? One of the outcome. What is the type of examination I'm going to have it? It is only through presentation. I cannot have a written exam at all, because you make a different group, let them go to do the literature survey and create a problem statement which is going to help them for their final year projects, right? And you evaluate the idea created out of formulating the research problem. It is called ideation phase. I think management people agree with this. I create a product idea. I think in some course you people speak about that. Am I right, madam? Priyanka, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, look into that, right? Okay, in one of the in one of the conference, I was talking about IUCEE. Every third Thursday, I give a presentation, right? You people can join. I'll give everything details free. We do all the things there, right? In one of the conference, right, one of the lady, right, okay, from abroad university, she was telling, right, right, can you sell the product, being a management candidate, that chocolate dosa, chocolate ice cream we know, am I right, madam?
Yes, sir.
Chocolate cake we know, am I right, madam?
Yes.
Chocolate dosa is a product, right? You as a management member, how you do the marketing of this, you decide it, right? But chocolate dosa is the product ideation you created. It's the objectives, it's the benefits, it's the marketability. Formulate all these things. Some of such ideation, right, will result into very good concept which can patent it, if it results into some observable things. Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And this you cannot teach in the classroom. And if you don't teach in the classroom, probably head of the institution says, "Arey, you are not teaching. Why should I give a salary?" Teaching methodology is different. It is dictated by outcome. Right? Look at the second one. Identify suitable research methodology. How can you have a 3 hours question paper for this? You have to do it. Throughout semester, do it. Last 1 month, okay, everything assessment will be done based on the presentation. No written exam. Conduct investigations of complex problem by designing experiments. So you make them to design certain experiments. Make them to interpret and analyze, synthesize, okay, provide conclusions and all. Okay, literally research methodology is the course where they go through, right, and come out with certain, okay, patentable, copyrightable, publishable papers. Write effective reports. Use technology. Apply. Use, right, procedures and for obtaining intellectual property right. Make them to apply for the IPRs. Let it fail, no issues, but they know the procedures and all. Are you getting, madam? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir. Your
Quality of anything. Yeah, I say first look at the quality of an outcome, you write it, quality of the vision, you write it, quality of the mission statement, you write it, how much it is translated, you conduct an academic audit, right? I'm an academic auditor in my institution also. Your academic audit is conducted based on the mission statement, based on your strategic plan, based on the course outcomes, right? So every term in that, that's why I thank those people. I don't know who has
sir. Sir. Dr. Kulkarni, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible. Sir? Dr. Kulkarni, sir? Am I audible? Sir, kindly unmute yourself.
Madam, I'm making message to him.
Okay.
Slide is going on. Voice is not there, okay?
He is not audible. Screen is
Ah.
visible.
Take it. Madam, 1 minute.
Yes, sir. No
Okay.
problem, sir.
I'm audible now?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank God. Almost I've come to the end of that. Okay. Madam, my screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sorry, I'll go to the point where I stopped. I know under half an hour time is there for that. I'll keep 10 minutes, 15 minutes for this.
Question answers round.
Yeah. Right. What I was talking here is when I write a course outcome, I highlight this. Right. And these are the things a teacher has to understand and translate everything as a part of their teaching learning process. This is going to dictate, right, the quality of question paper. This is going to dictate my placement, my infrastructure, right, my budget, everything, right, and also the admissions, right. This. So there is a lot of other things are there, connected things. I will stop here and come back to other aspects. I'll demonstrate, I'll show you examples. Example. 1 minute. Yeah. Madam, is it visible? Is it
Yes, sir.
visible?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yeah. Now look at this. One of the format which we use. We write course learning objectives, and objectives are simple. Why this course? The content of this course deals with the structure and working principles of generic operating system at introductory level, focusing on process, this, and all. Right? It also focuses on architecture, etc. Right? And simple application development objectives. Outcome, we write it. Look at that. So describe, demonstrate, prepare, compare, right? Write, right? Now we write the IEEE ACM levels also and Bloom's levels also, not required, but we write. And we highlight it as a part of syllabus so that when people know that what all the capabilities that we give it. So look at that, design and develop. It is not necessary that highest level always you have to take it. It is a mixture of that. Design and develop is at the highest level in according to IEEE. Right? Writing a programs is there. What is the hands-on you are giving that you need to look into? Then, right, the performance ensuring measures, we put it in our syllabus. You can go to my college website and refer latest 175 credits. You can download, you can see the formats. Right? I'll tell you the website address also for all people. Right? So what is that we do? We have a unit wise. We tell what is the theoretical drive we do, what is the practice drive we do. It is true for all the courses. And to which IA that particular thing we are focusing IAs and which outcome. And assessment tool used, that also we describe. It is a class test and written test, that's all. But look at that. When you go to the unit number 2, 9 hours of theory, 6 hours of practice driven. And what are the assessment tool? Your class test, your written test by default, and writing the programs and group activity course project is there. Priyanka madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you understanding now? Right? Okay, my syllabus is looking different now.
Okay.
So I request all the participants, particularly autonomous institution, okay, universities and all, okay, you follow this. Okay, NASCOM, everyone knows about the NASCOM. Am I right, Priyanka, madam?
Yes, sir.
NASCOM recommends this performance ensuring measures, and I am putting that in this particular format. Right? Right. Now look at that course project you have it. Like this, you get into what all the learning experience that you are giving, practice-based experience you are giving, you are writing in the syllabus itself. Here, 5 hours of writing, doing experience. Here, 6 hours of doing experience. And the last column tells us that what all the hands-on you have it. And that's my quality. Whether it is the best, whether it has any shortage and all, okay, that expert have to decide it. And improvement is order of the day. Every year, in every board of studies, I need to improve upon. Right? This is the one latest which we are following it. I request all the people to follow that and also ensure that you have every course should have a one industry talk. Every course, make it a mandatory as a best practice. Right? This part I'm talking about that. Right? Right. So you can design whatever that you want it. Right? And this is how we do it. Right? In this you can see writing. This is practice. Right? Then you have writing here is the practice. Design and develop is a full practice. Right? And other theoretical aspect we include because we need to balance all things here. Is that okay, madam? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, you're audible.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Now I'll take to another interesting thing before I open up the floor for discussions. Yeah. When we write a course outcome, there are many misunderstandings. They say that, now look at that. One of the thing is learning outcome. No, I'll tell you one of the misconcept, misunderstanding. Every learning outcome will be of same number of hours. Many people dictate that in different institution I've seen. It is not true. Look at that first one here. Learning outcomes are not of equal size and do not have a uniform mapping to curricular hours. My learning outcome number 1 could be for 3 hours. My learning outcome number 2 could be for 10 hours. My learning outcome number 3 could be for 15 hours. No issues. No issues at all. Are you clear? Priyanka, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is one of the things. Then people say that every unit should have a one course outcome. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Right? The course outcome listing and unit may not have relevance at all. May not, maybe. What is the design process of syllabus, curriculum? First, we'll have a vision mission, then PEOs, then program outcome we write. Program outcomes are nothing but the graduate attributes, right? In order to inculcate these graduate attributes in our students, we identify the courses. Then courses will have a course objectives. Then to suit that course objective, and depending on our brand, we will have a course outcomes. Okay, then course outcome to suit that content, we develop it, and contents are organized as a chapter or the unit or whatever it is, right? So the one unit, one course outcome need not be correct things, need not be correct. Accidentally, it may be correct. Priyanka, madam, did I clear one more misconcept that people carry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now look at that. Every learning outcome has an associated level of mastery. Mastery, it should tell the depth of learning. I asked you, can I teach accountancy to the 5th standard student? Yes, I can teach. I can tell what is a passbook, what is this, like that's all, right? But okay, they need not maintain the accounts of okay, large scale industries, right? Here, fifth standard accountancy too, okay, a professional practitioner, the depth is different, and that depth is indicated by learning outcomes, right? Same accountancy, right? So, being the head of the institution, head of the department, right? First identify what is the level of mastery your department wanted to be, right? The graduates from every college, they have a different mastery level. Why? Outcomes are different, exposures are different, environment is different, ambience is different, whatnot, everything is different. My next question to you all people through coordinator Priyanka madam is that how different you are. What are the unique selling points that you have at? Probably management people understand unique selling points, right? Please focus on that. Do not blindly simply write course outcome. Course outcome has a lot of intent being put okay inside in that, right? Bloom's taxonomy study once, but blindly don't do that. I had to give some few examples. I told you I'll be giving examples of some few question papers, right? Wait for that. I will. I will. 1 minute. I think it is in this, it is there, probably. I'll look into that. No, it is not here. 1 minute. Just a minute. I'll take you. This under repository. Just a minute. Just a minute. This list probably you might have seen it, right? Here create is written in level 6 also. Create is there in level okay 5 also. Create is here also. So don't think that create comes everywhere. Okay, blindly don't follow, but they are right if the intent is understood clearly. I'll take you a few examples. Wait for that. Wait for that. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming to my last part of my discussion. So that next 15 minutes, right, is for the discussion. Priyanka madam, is it all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now look into that. When I write a question in a question paper is also to be designed, right? Now look at that. Okay, what is refactoring? Explain with example. This doesn't sound good. People, whatever that is there in the book, they write it, it is at the level 2. That's all, beyond that, nothing. But on the contrary, can you write, right? Look at this. Identify the various quality issues that initiate refactoring for the given design. What is the design? It can be different in different exam. And the description goes and give a design. Give a design. This is the design. Can you refactor this? Right? Now, the another blind hugging I was telling, when you explain not necessarily at level 2. Look at this. Explain the various quality scenarios that creates a bottleneck for the system operation of the following design. This is at level number, Priyanka madam, can anybody tell at what level it is? Priyanka madam, coordinator madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put this, I mean, people can put the answer in the chat box. At what level it is? At least having gone through my session, the people should be there in a position tell. Explain the various quality scenarios that create bottleneck for the system operations. You need to analyze this system. It is at level 4. It is a level 4, a special okay, case of application of level 3 apply. Right? It is not at level 2. And this is what I was saying, blind hugging. Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. If people can understand, differentiate, distinguish these things, then it means that they have understood the Bloom's taxonomy. Then they can write the course outcome much better. Otherwise, not. Otherwise, it becomes difficult, right? Yes. So please do the brainstorming. And if at all my help is required for any institution, you please call me. We are there always. Right? Right. Now look at the another example. I can ask my student, redesign this user interface. Level 3. Right? When they redesign, they should find out what are the flaws in this. Level 4. Am I right? Priyanka madam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Today is this, tomorrow is some other example. Right? Use script. Okay, you are learning in such a way that student they really do. So their interview will be better. Their placement is better. The salary is high. Right? Your band is good. Your admissions are good. Right? Look at one more question. Okay, this design is given and we wanted a student to fill in the blank one of the test case. 1 mark, but still at level 3. When we talk about the level 3, don't think that we have to ask at the 10 marks question only. Not necessary. This is application of knowledge. Right? Am I right, coordinator madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when I say level 3, don't think that is a 10 marks question. When I say 1 mark question, don't think that it is always at the understand level. No, not necessary. Not necessary. Right? Yes. Just a minute. Right. A beautiful example which I like it. Right? Now look at that. Extend the diagram for the following observations. Look at that, how questions will appear in the exam, which reflect the competency embedded in course outcome. The copy machine does not work quite right. When it jams, the operator must first remove the jammed paper and then turn the machine off and on before it will operate correctly. If a machine is turned off and on without removing the paper, machine stays jammed. This is the issue. You need to do the correction for the given machine given here. Will it not be an interesting question for the student to work on? Right? At what level it is? It is at level 4, level 3. Right? You are analyzing why it doesn't work, where changes are to be done, what feature to be put, how to put it. You are validating this against the changes that is required. Are you getting this? Madam, I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please continue, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once
Right.
your voice will break, I'll inform you, sir.
Yeah. So like this, there are many examples. And in the question paper, we do mention about the marks as well as which course outcome it belongs to. We do the marking. Okay, you can see here. You can see here. This marking will go there. Right? Right. So, question paper are designed to suit course outcomes, right? And that is the quality of question paper. Now look at that, propose a complete solution for something. Those who are teaching operating system, they know about this, right? But this question, this scene, okay, is not appearing anywhere, which is created by a course teacher, right? Propose a complete solution in terms of system block diagram, data dictionary, description, and propose each of the term used and algorithms, etc. Yes, right? So it goes like this, right? Next is curriculum mapping and all. How do we do CO to PO mapping? Attainment, we have developed our own procedures of attainment unique and we have copyrighted it, right? So that's not a part of today's session. Then now I'll keep it in the session open. I know that okay, 11 minutes is there. And please remember, Dr. Dilip Chemburkar, he's a okay, retired professional from General Electric USA. He's the from Chicago. He's chairman of this particular track, what we are doing under the Indo-Universal Collaboration for Engineering Education, right? We do on every third Thursday of every month, 4:30 p.m. onwards. If you are interested in getting a free training like this, what we are doing now, right? Right, for entire year, right, you can send email to individual teachers. Individual teachers send email to Dilip Chemburkar at icloud.com, informing that Dr. Umakant Kulkarni has asked us to register. We were listening to one of his presentation, you give it, so we'd like to become a member of this and get into freely. You get the things. Are you getting this, madam?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thanks to GL Bajaj Institute of Technology and Management. Thanks to SPR, IU, right, and APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University. And we believe that when Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, right, let APJ Abdul Kalam GL Bajaj Institute and you all people know about that IUCEE. You can talk to them. Institution can become a member of that also, right? There are many facilities available. They can make use of all the things, and free sessions also where I'll be giving presentation. I am the reserve person always by default, right? This you can make use of all these things, right? And he's a person, right? Dilip Chemburkar, right? This is a conference workshop we conducted recently. Live it, right? So just a minute. Yeah. Finally, from my end, I end with this slide. Swachh Bharat people are doing, please follow that. Future depends on you, teacher, and students depends on you, please. There is one more, cartoon kind of things are written. India, Kuchkar, who? We people, right? And this is the thing you can note down. And here you can put your queries and send a SMS to me. I'll answer all your accreditation related queries freely. I'm talking, right? But you have to inform me, putting question there, inform me, call me, and I'll put a message there so that everyone can look into, right? From my end, I've done it. It is just a short introductory, right? And if anybody wanted a workshop kind of things, we are free to do it anytime, right? There's from Jammu Kashmir, Galgotia, and many things from Delhi University to Cochin. I've done at different places for different people. Got it? Right. Thank you. Now back to coordinator for any questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for your giving your valuable insights on OB framework and especially Bloom taxonomy. I'm sure this session would definitely help all the academicians to understand about Bloom taxonomy. Now let's move on to the next session, that is question and answer round. Sir, there is one question from
Madam, it
one
is
of our
not audible
participants.
clearly. It is a breaking.
Sir, am I audible?
Hello? It is
Hello?
breaking, madam.
It's breaking. My voice is breaking, sir. Sir? Dr. Kulkarni, sir, am I audible? Sir? Audible nahi. Sir, please turn on your mic.
Hello, I'm
Hello?
audible? I'm
Yes,
audible?
yes, sir, perfectly.
Okay, go ahead, madam.
Yes, sir. Sir, there is one question from one of our participant. Do we always need to impart or
Okay.
conduct course knowledge in lots if these courses are part of programs as interdisciplinary courses?
Madam, not audible, not clearly audible.
Sir, do we
Huh,
always need
huh,
to impart or
huh.
conduct course knowledge in lots, lower order thinking skills, if
No, no,
these
no, no.
courses are part of programs as interdisciplinary courses?
Hmm. Madam,
Yes.
right? Whether it is a interdisciplinary or my core specific things and all, that learning is depends only on the kind of an outcome that I design. Focus on the outcome, and you must drive your teaching learning based on the outcome, right? Whatever may be the course, laboratory, elective, right, project, seminar, everything will have an outcome.
Okay.
Any more clarity required? Any more clarity required? Because there was a little bit break inside when you were asking question to me.
No, sir. No, sir. It's
Right.
fine. It's completely fine.
Go, God.
So there is one more question. Can good teaching assure better learning? Can you put some
Uh,
light on this particular?
yeah, a good teaching can it influence better learning,
Yeah.
to some extent, right? But communication to be successful, learners are more important. If a learner have a good attitude, learning will be successful. But as a teacher, what kind of an ambience that we have to give? If at all we give a good competitive, good ambience, learning ambience, naturally the poor learner also will become a good learner. I'll assure you that.
Okay.
Poor learner also will become a good learner. I'll assure, surely.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is one more question.
Hmm.
While critical thinking is a foundation rather than a brick, how we build that foundation depends on the learning process.
Okay, I'll tell you. This critical thinking, right? It
Yes.
mainly depends on the kind of an activity based learning you do, right? Activity. Initially, I may not be. For example, now I am running 54 years. I got 30 plus years of experience, right? Now, look at that. If you give very good puzzle and all, you solve better and I will not, right? Because my mind is not tuned and trained. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Right. You will solve quickly. But what you do is if I sit and you train my mind, right, then I will fall into that basket. Right? So the teacher's responsibility is to fine-tune their mind. We will get into. Right? That's why
Okay.
it's required. Right? Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Next.
sir. That's all for today. So thank you so much, sir, for your session with knowledge.
Right. Thank you, madam. All the coordinators. I need to thank APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University. I need to thank SPAIU. I need to thank your GL, Bajaj Institute of Technology, and all participants. And we are open, right? I give a consultancy to all people. Anybody wanted that one, they can come and contact me. And I have given my email ID, right? Please share to all people. Use it. Free service we provide to you all people.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Now,
you.
now,
Rohit also. Rohit was in contact with me.
yeah,
Rohit Kaushik,
yes,
Dr. Rohit
sir. Yes,
Kaushik.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you,
Let
sir.
me
Sir,
call.
uh, uh, I would like to express my sincere thanks to you for giving an excellent coverage to the topic Bloom's taxonomy and design of learning outcome. Thank you, sir. And I also wish to have you in our institute's future events as well.
Sure. Anytime. Okay. Anybody, anywhere. Right?
Yeah,
No issue.
sir, I would also like to express thankful gestures to our organizing team for wonderful support and unconditional efforts. Thank you, everyone. Sir, now I would like to express my sincere gratitude for showing certificate of appreciation to you, sir.
Oh, you are fully digital. That's good. Wonderful things. Sir,
Yeah.
make it a point to give us all participants feedback to my email.
Yeah, sir.
Right?
Definitely it will be there. So this is the appreciation from our side, from our
Right.
institute.
Right, right. And
sir,
the true outcome of this workshop is that if anybody, any participant, if they really do it and share their experience to me anytime hereafter, maybe after 6 months, after 1 year, that is true outcome. I feel happy. Okay, more about that. Okay.
Sir, further, let's save the memory by clicking pictures. So I request everyone to turn on your camera by clicking the picture. For clicking the picture, organizing team, please allow participants to turn on the camera.
My video is available now or not? My
No, sir,
video.
no.
1
No.
minute. 1 minute. Okay, I'm in somebody's house. Lot of constraint. I'll tell you. First thing is more than thanking APJ Abdul Kalam, okay, Bajaj Institute, and I should thank God because without any disturbances, everything has happened. Right?
So it's gone perfectly, sir.
Shaila ma'am is there. Good afternoon, Shaila ma'am.
Just a minute. I'll check video. 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Now you're visible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Dr. Gautam Srivastav ji, please.
I need to thank Madam also here. Okay, Shaila Subramanian Madam. Thank you. Right? Thank you. Okay. Very nice to see you, Madam, here.
It was fantastic.
We are lucky guys that just we have the session of ma'am also tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Right.
Gautam sir, it's been done?
Yes, sir. It's done.
Okay, sir. It's been done, and I will share you the pictures of this session.
Thank you.
And thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Shaila Subramanian Madam, thank you. Okay, I'm very happy to see you here. Okay.
It was very nice, sir. It was, ACM, these three features was something which was new.
Okay, thank you, Madam. Thank you.
And I also will become the member of that IUC.
Yes.
Your lectures.
Madam, please. Okay, we are doing free every third Thursday of every month.
Yes,
okay, I've given that one, please. Right. Okay, thank you, madam.
Definitely.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you, everyone. Right.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
Rohit, Dr. Rohit Kaushik. Thank
Sir,
you.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Priyanka, madam. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
घेतलं का पिक्चर ते काय करतायत सगळ्यांना त्यांचा कॅमेरा शेवटी ऑन करायला सांगतात